a bad thing. But this, it's not the right time for the people to be taxed. I wish I came with a payslip of a teacher. These people are serving so many loans, Mr. Speaker. We are adding for them a housing levy of 1.5. How are they going to pay?
Ask yourself, what element of this committee of supply did you challenge yesterday in the committee of supply? None. You are telling us to borrow. How do we borrow? To what extent can this country borrow? Do you want us to go to Ghana way?
I do not understand how a government that says that already there's a problem insists on increasing the overall budget from 3.3 trillion, which it was in the previous year, to 3.67 trillion. If you admit there is no money, what is the principle? If you have no money, you cut your coat according to size. So you don't say that you must increase it and therefore you must overtax. You must listen to us, because even if you use the majority to pass this, there's still the courts. And even if you deal with the courts, there's still the people who are sovereign. Two things. One, you cannot have
a very contentious issue, and Azimio la Umoja One Kenya Coalition has promised that if the bill or if the budget passes as is, then they have no other choice but to go to the streets. Now, moving on, Paul Mackenzie, his wife Rhoda Maweo, and 16 other co-accused will continue to languish in remand for another week after the court postponed his bail hearing case. This comes as two of his lawyers recused themselves from the case, accusing the state of frustrating their efforts to defend their client. Junai Karisa with details of the woes that continue to plague the controversial preacher.
Wednesday morning at the Shanzu Law Courts in Mombasa. After 30 days in custody, controversial Pastor Paul Mackenzie, his wife Rhoda Maweo, as well as 16 co-accused arrived in court. Two of the suspects were visibly weak and could barely walk, prompting the prison wardens to carry them into the courtroom. Inside the courtroom, one of the suspects could hardly heed to the judge's roll call, a set of affairs that triggered debate among the learned friends.
Your Honor, I walked into the cells during the break, and now we have around 5 of them lying on the floor, unable to move. So the situation is very dire.
We are asking the court to take judicial notice that if we don't act today and now, the next time it will not be about him standing. As Mr. Jami has said, we may be seeking burial permits.
I've just confirmed, he's just having some bouts of diarrhea. Imodium and flagell can just bring him to life. If there's any concern that they go overboard and do something stupid, then undertake to talk to them.
Wamekubali kwamba wanaweza kucooperate lakini wasitolewe cells.
An attempt by prosecution to expedite the bail hearing case and move to the formal hearing of the case did not go down well with Mackenzie's defense team.
We oppose that we are not ready to proceed with either of the application. Let us be given time to respond. These are 30 suspects. Let us put our responses. Let us come here, argue on the both sides. These people is like they are condemned and hard.
The Office of the Director of Public Prosecution, in moving for a fast-tracking of the case, argued some of the suspects had been on a hunger strike since the 4th of June, claims that were dismissed by Mackenzie's defense team.
I have observed that some of the respondents appear unwell and weak. It is not really clear why they are in that state. However, I direct that the respondents who are visibly weak and frail be escorted to hospital for examination and treatment. And I further direct that medical reports on the said respondents be presented to court on the next date.
Mackenzie's legal team will request an additional 1 week to reply to the urgent application by the DPP to move to the hearing of the case. However, two of Mackenzie's lawyers, George Kariuki and Elisha Komora, recused themselves from the case, accusing the state of frustrating their work. These as 15 bodies were exhumed on Wednesday from Shakahola Forest, bringing the total number of recovered bodies to 318. One follower of controversial preacher Paul Mackenzie was also arrested. Juni Karisa Mbele from Mombasa County.
Thank you, Junai Karisa, for that report. Now we move on, where the Deputy President, Rigathi Gachagua, yesterday chaired a cabinet committee meeting at his official residence in Karen, Nairobi, to assess progress of various decisions at ministry and inter-ministry levels in line with the Kenya Kwanza plan. Now, this, as the Kenya Kwanza government believes in continuous consultations aimed at flagging issues of priority and gaps for timely interventions. The meeting comes at a time the legislators are discussing the government-sponsored Finance Bill 2023 that was tabled yesterday at the National Assembly. Its tabling is expected to pave the way for the Treasury Cabinet, that is Njuguna Ndung'u, to present the budget estimates for approval by the legislators. Now, police have begun investigations into an incident in which property of unknown value went up in flames at Nairobi's Mutindwa Market early Wednesday. Traders say the inferno, which sparked off at around 2 a.m. at a stall, spread first to adjacent structures and soon engulfed the entire market. The fire brigade from Nairobi County arrived at the scene, but nothing could be salvaged.
These were the scenes witnessed at Mutindwa Market in Buruburu, Nairobi County. A fierce fire burnt down goods worth millions of shillings at the market, leaving traders stranded. Traders say the fire could have been contained had more effort been put into the response.
Saa 9 hii moto ilikuwaga inaweza simamishwa mapema sana.
Na tungeongeleshwa tungekubali.
Exactly.
Tungeongea.
So, upande wa maji government imetuangusha. Hii moto ilikuwa izimwe vizuri sana. Stall mbili, this side and this line. Tunaletewa gari ya maji na ina maji.
Embakasi West Member of Parliament Mark Mwinji, who visited the markets, called for speedy probe into the inferno in Charlton in Nairobi County Assembly to debate the recent fire incidents that have been occurring in various markets within the county.
Ile kitu mimi ningetaka kuuliza, especially to the county of Nairobi, ni kwa nini kuna moto mingi kila wakati Nairobi? Hii maneno lazima tuiangalie. Na nataka kuomba MCA Soni hapa, muende msukume kule bunge, kwanza muadjourn business ile mnafanya kule kwa county assembly, muongelee hii maneno kwanza.
According to Bramwell Semeyo, a disaster management officer from the county government of Nairobi, the county government will look into how the markets will be rebuilt and provided with a conducive environment for the traders to conduct their business.
Lakini pia tupatie idara yetu ya investigation, manake saa zingine pia because it's a scene of crime, pia tuwapatie ile mwafaka na nafasi ya kutosha waweze kukamilisha investigation yao katika wakati ufaao, ndio tuendelee pia na biashara zetu katika wakati unaofaa.
More than 1,500 traders lost their property to the morning fire.
Yusuf Farah reporting there. Let's now head to Matters Health, where the Health Cabinet Secretary, that is Susan Nakumicha, has called on Kenyans to voluntarily donate blood to support provision of quality healthcare. During celebrations to mark World Donor Day, the CS observed that regular blood donations will ensure individuals and communities have access to affordable and timely supply of safe and quality blood.
Health Cabinet Secretary Susan Nakumicha says the availability and accessibility of safe blood and blood products are crucial in saving lives and attaining universal health coverage.
Today is the day that you ought to donate blood. Those who can, please get out and donate blood. You never know when that blood will be needed by a patient.
According to Nakumicha, the government has successfully implemented blood collection satellites in all 47 counties, thus bringing the collection process closer to the communities. Nakumicha has underscored the reorganization of blood collection services, saying it has seen a significant increase in blood donation, rising from 130,000 to more than 348,000 units. The Health Cabinet Secretary at the same time launched a blood collection satellite at Murang'a Level 5 Hospital, which will make the county blood independent.
County government put up a structure. Then as national government, we gave them equipment. And this satellite facility, it is also going to serve other facilities around, not just within Murang'a County, but even outside Murang'a County with the platelets that will be from this facility.
In Kajiado, youths have been urged to adopt the culture of donating blood while marking the World Donor Day celebrations at Athi River National Industrial Training Institute. Medics at the event said blood donation has over the years been hampered by myths and the fear of knowing their health status.
Kama you are in good health, uko hadi 65 pia tunaweza toa, na haya yote ndio tunakuja, ndio wale ambao wanaogopa kutoa damu kuambia, wakati unatoa hiyo unit moja unaokoa maisha ya binadamu mwenzako.
World Donor Day, celebrated every 14th of June, aims at raising awareness of the need for safe blood and blood products, besides thanking voluntary and paid blood donors for their life-saving gifts of blood.
Irene Muchuma reporting now to the corridors of justice, where former Tetu Member of Parliament James Ndungu Githinji is a free man after his elder brother, that is Frederick Gitai Githinji, withdrew a 4-year-old case against him. The siblings were locked in a legal battle for the control and management of the 20 billion shillings Waridi Gardens estate in Kitsuru, Nairobi. In his ruling, Senior Principal Magistrate, that is Bernardo Choi, lauded the move, saying courts embrace alternative dispute resolution. Ruth Wamboi reports.
It was a sigh of relief Wednesday for former Tetu MP James Ndungu Githinji after his elder brother withdrew a case against him and 2 employees of Kihingo Village Waridi Gardens that has been in court for 4 years.
I will hereby allow the application and make the following orders. 1, that the case is withdrawn under section 204 CTC against the first, second and fourth accused persons who are before this court.
The case was terminated under warrant of arrest issued against Shadrack Ouma Ongoji, who had been charged alongside the accused but absconded court proceedings. And Michael Macharia Njeri alias DJ Brownskin will remain in police custody after Milimani Chief Magistrate Lucas Onyina declined to summon the DCI to respond to an ongoing case on the same filed at the Makadara court.
I'm trying to extract that so that we know where we fall, because in Makadara we've been referred to this court, we are being referred to Makadara.
His lawyers wanted the court to make a ruling on whether the case will be heard at Makadara or Milimani courts.
Nobody has disobeyed any order issued by this court. Issues relating to the matter at Makadara law courts will be raised there, because that is where the file in which the orders were issued is.
Brownskin will know the fate of his pre-bail on Thursday. Meanwhile, the High Court has stopped the construction of skyscrapers on a 40.7-acre piece of land alleged to have been irregularly allocated to 10 developers following a case filed by over 5,000 tenants of Juja Road Estate. Justice Edward Wamboto suspended the construction pending determination of a case filed on February 2023. The case will be mentioned on June 16 for further directions. Elsewhere, the hearing of a murder case of an Isli businessman Abdi Fatah Hassan continued, with investigation officer Alan Otieno providing more evidence to the court. Mohamed Farah Mahadi is accused of stabbing to death the deceased and also threatening the son of the deceased. The hearing of more witnesses is set to be on 12th July 2023. Ruth Wamboi for Good Morning Kenya.
From the corridors of justice, we now go to Crime Watch, where a family in Athiru Gaiti within Igembe Central Sub-County in Meru County is seeking justice for the 13-year-old son who it claims was hacked by a neighbor allegedly over a land dispute. According to the father's boy, James Mwiti, his son was hospitalized for 1 month due to injuries sustained from the attack.
The victim, Alfred Mwiti, narrated how he was attacked by the said suspect just outside their home compound as he was heading to school, cutting him severely for no apparent reason. His father said though the suspect was arrested and is in custody, his family lives in fear after some prominent people made plans to bail the suspect from custody.
Kuna matajiri mmoja, wawili, watatu wanataka kulipa bond ndio yule atoke. Na wasiwasi ya hii familia ni kuwa wakati yule mhalifu atatoka, wao hawatakuwa na haki, hawatapata uzingizi, maisha yao ni hafifu, hawana kitu.
Elsewhere, a young man died at a construction site in Nairobi's Eastleigh Estate after allegedly falling from the third floor of a building under construction. Residents claim that the National Construction Authority halted the construction of the building weeks ago, but the contractor ignored the directive. They further claimed around 4 people have lost their lives since the construction of the building commenced.
Kama serikali ile engineer na ile ya watu walishiki aisimamishe nyumba. Sio nini mtu amekuwa bure ofi. Sio mzuri.
Meanwhile, a family in Wakalia village in Embu County is mourning the death of their 70-year-old mother by unknown assailants. The son, Rafael Gumbi, said Tuesday's attack by criminals was the second in recent weeks. He said he had left his mother at home and went to the shop only to come back and find her lying motionless in a pool of blood.
Sasa nilipoenda kwa soko nikakaakaa, ilikuwa ni mwendo wa saa 1 kurundi, nikapata ile gate imefunguliwa. Sasa nikajiuliza kwani mama ameenda wapi na mbuzi bado ziko kwa kichaka. Sasa nikapita nikaangalia mbuzi, nikaona bado zimefungwa. Sasa ni baada ya kuitana kabisa. Sasa niliporudi nikaona ile nyumba imefunguliwa kidogo. Sasa ndiposa nikafungua, nikaona mama amekatakata.
The Office of Data Protection Commissioner ODPC has warned Kenyans against giving their personal data to individuals not known to them. Speaking during a forum in Mombasa, the ODPC representative said raised alarm over the rise in cases of Kenyans being duped through such schemes.
Under the theme Data Yangu Jukumu Langu, the Office of Data Protection held a forum in Mombasa to sensitize the locals on the need to protect their personal information. Employers were faulted for not ensuring confidentiality when handling data belonging to their employees.
One employee, whether you have a turnover of 100,000 per year, you have to register.
Employees were faulted for not ensuring confidentiality when handling data belonging to their employees.
Begin to understand the obligations under the Data Protection Act and embark on compliance with the Act.
Kenyans were urged to be more vigilant when processing high-risk activities containing large scale of their personal data.
It is our responsibility to know that we have a responsibility to protect the data of the people that we collect. That is the most important aspect why we are here today.
Maybe money was withdrawn from your M-Pesa or maybe from your bank as well. You have the right to request this information from them to give you the bank statements, the M-Pesa statements for whatever reason. That is your right.
Victor Nyongesa from Kakamega narrated his ordeal at the hands of data fraudsters.
Juzi nimepata tena message nyingine kwamba mtoto wako amevunjika, leta shilingi 10,000 tumpeleke hospitali, anatoka damu kabisa.
His tribulations drew queries on what the ODPC was doing to avert such incidents and punish the culprits.
Hii information yote to make it safe inaenda server gani?
With the rise of cases of Kenyans being duped by individuals purporting to be having their personal details, the Office of Data Protection Commission and other agencies have a daunting task in dealing decisively with such unscrupulous individuals who want to reap where they have not sown. Timothy Kipnoso reporting from Mombasa County. Meanwhile, my colleague Nancy Okware was covering a similar event at Baringo County.
Well, thank you so much, Timothy Kipnuso from the coastal county of Mombasa. And indeed, the team from the Office of the Data Protection Commissioner was in Baringo County, sensitizing members of the public on personal data privacy.
At a similar public sensitization forum on data protection in Kabarnet, participants benefited from immediate response to their concerns on data protection.
What change are we going to see as Kenyan citizens in terms of
a consequence of the act that will then ensure protection of citizens.
Here too, the risk of personal data being accessed by third parties drew a lot of concern.
You will access government services digitally, and that will entail people going to the various platforms, keying in their various information, and if people are not sure where their data is going, it will now mean that they will shy away from getting government services.
I encourage you to embrace and to be passionate, champion for secure environment for personal data to help us comply and build trust among the people whom we serve.
Members of the public were urged to be vigilant when sharing their data to avoid falling prey to fraudsters.
When your data is being collected, there should be a time frame within which the controller will stay with your data. So essentially, if it is going out of place, they need to tell you, is it 6 months, 3 months, or 1 year?
At its nationwide sensitization campaign, the ODPC is urging data handlers to be wary of the 5 million shillings penalty for breaching data privacy.
Kama mtu amefile complaint and they do the investigation, first wanapatia kitu enforcement notice where wanataka kuambia before tukufanyia anything, kuna mahali fulani haufanyi vizuri, wanakupatia time ya kuweza kurekebisha, ndio urekebishe. So hiyo tumekuja kwanza na hiyo soft approach, tunamguide, tumeonyesha that fix hapa na hapa, lakini sasa hiyo 21 days ikiisha, alafu tunapata tena wenyewe wewe unaendelea tu kuharibu data ya watu. That's when we'll find you.
Nancy Okware reporting from Baringo County.
Let's head to the counties now, where state corporations have been encouraged, that is, to set aside social responsibility finances to enhance tree planting exercise in line with the 15 billion shillings agenda by the Edo state. Let's get details of that.
Chairs of over 40 state corporations and their representatives Wednesday took part in the inaugural exercise, where 500 indigenous trees were planted at the Ilnana Forest Block in Gong Forest Station. Kenya Broadcasting Corporation's Corporate Affairs Manager Evelyn Makina says the corporation has plans to plant and grow 3 million trees this year.
Each year we want to plant 3 million trees. So we have started planting. We launched the exercise in the month of April, which was launched at Lemuru, our transmission station.
We have been undergoing a lot of drought season because of deforestation, and doing the initiative, I'm sure we are going to cover more of our land with forest.
And planting trees, maintaining our waters is a way of contributing to our economy.
Each and every time you find time, there is a space, make sure that you plant a tree, because it's only through planting of trees that we can overcome the climate change.
And a section of 2017 post-election violence victims from Migori County is still seeking justice of alleged police brutality after 5 years of waiting.
Vile tumekuwa tukilia tangu huo wakati wote, waweze angalau kutupatia hata kitu kidogo ili tuweze kufuta nayo machozi.
In Kajiado, security teams have urged locals in the area to work with the police and follow the law to ensure justice against livestock thieves.
Kwa sababu uchunguzi wetu umepaanisha wazi ya kwamba wale wanaibia mifuko ni wafanyakazi wao, wengine ni watoto wao, wengine ni watu wa ukoo ambao wanajulikana.
Meanwhile, the Kilifi County Assembly has unanimously voted out members of the County Public Service Board of allegations of gross misconduct, violation of the Constitution and incompetence.
Hizi nyadhifa ambazo wako nazo hawafai kuwa pale kwa sababu wanatumia mamlaka vibaya.
Runyenje's Member of Parliament Eric Karemba has called for collaboration between teachers, parents and students in order to improve the examination results in local schools.
Haifai serikali iendelee kupatiana pesa mingi sana kujenga madarasa, kujenga multipurpose halls, kujenga toilets in schools, lakini pia tukiangalia wanafunzi wanashindwa kupita na kwenda chuo kikuu.
Finally, residents in Busia County have been urged to seek cancer screening services frequently to assist in early diagnosis and treatment.
Now, from the counties, we take a break, but we'll be back with business and sports.
I want to show them my attitude. Ya bwana, ni chuo kikuu cha burudani, mashavu.
Nyumbani kaumbea.
Burudani. Twende tukacheze bango. Mama it takes two to tango. Na interview kali kutoka Pwani.
Nakucheza nawe. Baby nimecheza nawe. Na ukitaka tuiwashe leo.
Bwana, kila siku ya Friday ama Ijumaa ukipenda saa 3 hadi saa 6 kamili.
Lafanya kama unacheza isoko.
Kumbuka hashtag Masha. Nyumbani kwa burudani. Usikose tegea shokani tokea pwani za Pwani.
Wiki hii kwenye Mkulima tutaangazia ukuzi wa strawberry, kisha tukuze pyrethrum.
After transplanting, kwanza tunatoa maua for the first 45 days. Kwa kwanza 45 tutakuwa tunatoa maua ili ya kuweza kupatia hiyo mmea nguvu ya kuweza kutoa matawi na kuweza pia kutoa matunda for hiyo season inakuja. After hizo siku za kwanza za 45 zikishaisha, tunaanza kuacha maua sasa. Hiyo itawezesha hiyo maua kutoka ikiwa kubwa na kutoka ikiwa tamu.
Ungana nasi Jumamosi saa 10:30 hapa KBC Channel 1 kwa mseto kamili wa kilimo.
Welcome back. We now head to the business news where National Treasury Cabinet Secretary, that is Professor Njuguna Ndung'u, is expected to deliver the 3.6 trillion shillings 2023-24 budget statement in Parliament today amid mixed reactions by Kenyans over the proposals. This will be the first budget for the Kenya Kwanza administration that has prioritized 5 pillars under the bottom-up economic transformation agenda.
The ayes 176, the nays 81.
The debate on the proposals in the budget estimates for the financial year 2023-2024 transitioned into the night as members of Parliament on Wednesday sought to vote on the proposals ahead of the budget reading tomorrow afternoon.
As a committee, we listen to the members of the public, and I want to encourage the House. It will be a serious issue, Mr. Speaker, to pretend that we want the status quo to remain, yet at the same time we want changes.
We have had a mention that Kenya is not highly taxed because I think, I don't know, Tunisia, Morocco, they are taxed more, their tax to GDP is higher. How do you compare Kenya with some of those countries? The average salary in Tunisia is 176,000 a month. Average salary in South Africa is 187,000 a month. Average salary in Morocco is 263,000 shillings a month. The average salary of a Kenyan is 22,000 shillings. How do you compare light and day?
And I invite you to look at clause 8D. The national government is only to do the housing policy.
So when you are bringing the question of housing and you're introducing the tax, you're actually amending the constitution through the back door. And it also means then that this bill should go to the Senate, because the Senate must have a role in anything that affects the counties.
When members of parliament rise on their seats telling people that housing matter is not necessary, it is not a necessity, when we all know that it is important to have food, yes. It is important to have clothing, yes. But it's also important to have shelter. And that is what this government is talking about.
According to the National Assembly standing orders, the budget is set to be delivered not later than 3 p.m. on Thursday. This being the first budget under the Kenya Kwanza administration, Treasury CS Njuguna Ndung'u will be delivering the ambitious 3.6 trillion shillings budget to run President William Ruto's first-term administration, while maintaining a tough balancing act between debt servicing and supporting economic recovery.
I would have expected, having heard the regime lament that they found empty coffers, I would have expected, and any first-year economics student will tell you, that the logical step the regime was rationalize the budget and cut off those areas that are not necessary.
The housing levy, Mr. Speaker, is the elephant in the room. Mr. Speaker, it is stupid. In fact, I don't know what I can describe, to beat a man for doing what you yourself proposed. The other side proposed this housing levy, Mr. Speaker. Now it's being implemented, and so the issue with the other side is not that they don't like housing. The issue they have is that someone else is implementing it.
The way the bill is being proposed by the Finance Committee is making things worse for the Kenyans, and this makes it a very strong candidate for rejection. So on those basis, Honorable Speaker, this bill should be rejected so that we help Kenyans improve their lives.
In the 2023-2024 budget, 1.5 trillion shillings will be set aside for recurrent expenditure. 718 billion shillings allocated to matters development. 986 billion shillings will go into debt payments. Under what has been termed as an ambitious budget, 385 billion shillings has been allocated to counties. The education sector gets the lion's share of the budget with an allocation of 604 billion shillings.
Thank you, Gladys, for that report. Remember, we will be bringing you the live proceedings of that tabling of the statement, the budget statement that is by the CS for Treasury, Njuguna Ndung'u. Now, moving on, President William Ruto has underscored the need for engineering services to guide the implementation of projects under the bottom-up economic transformation agenda. President Ruto has challenged engineers to adopt and implement energy-efficient innovations in transport, education, and improve mobility, as well as enhance skills.
Engineering is vital for national economic growth and development. Speaking at the 4th Engineering Partnership Convention, President William Ruto has challenged engineers to step forward in the transformation of the country through innovations.
That whole ecosystem around our housing plan, from quantity surveyors, structural engineers, all manner of professionals in between, we will need them to underwrite our plan on universal access to affordable housing. That is part of our agenda for the next 5 years.
On the collapse of buildings, the president applauded the launch of the Engineers Registration Portal, which is expected to help weed out quacks and hold to account unethical engineers.
All projects that are being undertaken, both by government of Kenya or by even the private sector, that a portal will give us who the engineers, who the professionals are, so that we can hold them to account. I expect the engineers board to flag out the people who are not living in accordance with the provision of ethics of your profession.
Ruto also commissioned the 4th cohort of the graduate internship program and further scaled up the program from enrollment of 120 to 500 trainees in the next financial year to address a shortage of professional engineers, currently at 7,000 engineers.
There is always room for us to innovate. There is always room for us to be creative. And I want to encourage you to travel that route.
Who partner with us from out of the country, we will be strict to ensure that local partnership is adhered to and that professionals from the local level are not being given fringy jobs, Your Excellency.
To deliver a high-quality engineering capacity, the government plans to establish the first Kenya School of Engineering.
Kenya has over 3,000 professional engineers and over 32,000 graduates. But the plan is, through the Engineers Board of Kenya, is to have over 10,000 engineers by the year 2027. Now, the president has emphasized on the need for mentorship and training. Reporting from Naivasha, I'm Wairi Mujenga.
Thank you, Wairi Mujenga. Now, the government should channel more budgetary allocations for facilitation of the adoption of smart agriculture technologies and increase market access for smallholder farmers. Agra County Manager, that is John Masharia, says that about 60 billion shillings earmarked for agriculture is not adequate given the impact it has on the economy.
Agriculture contracted 1.6% last year, slowed by the worst drought in 4 decades experienced after recording another contraction of 0.4 in 2021. To boost recovery of agriculture that contributes a third of the gross domestic product, Agra is calling for increased budgetary allocation to agriculture to commensurate the sector's contribution to the economy.
But at the same time, how do we work with markets to provide the right incentives to ensure that smallholder farmers are able to adopt the right climate changing technologies and approaches. But at the same time, we need a better enabling environment to ensure that private sector is able to thrive.
Dr. Agnes says there is need to prioritize disease monitoring and enhance market access, digital services and access to climate-smart technologies.
So we need to be creative around how can we produce more with this and how can we bring back our rain. Maybe if we plant a lot of trees, our rains will come back. Even as we continue fighting to ensure that mitigation is happening. So this is a war that we must fight. And if you live in the agriculture sector, please keep asking yourself, what is it that you can do differently?
They are also calling for adoption of inclusive policies to support smallholder farmers to increase output. Regina Manyara reporting.
Now, Kenya is among African countries with the highest levels of financial inclusion. However, it is still a long way to achieving full financial inclusion. A report released by RemitScope reveals that despite strong innovations, particularly in mobile money and competitive markets, the continent has the highest remittance prices in the world.
Financial inclusion in Africa has seen significant growth, increasing from 20% in 2011 to 51% in 2021, largely driven by the ownership of mobile money accounts. The RemitScope Africa Outcome Report shows that over $100 flows into Africa annually from its migrant workforce of over 40 million individuals worldwide. However, the cost of sending remittances to Africa remains high, with an average transfer fee of 8.85% for sending $200 last year.
Remittances flows are also higher than foreign direct investment in almost every developing country. Half of these flows go to rural areas where poverty and hunger are concentrated and where remittances make the most difference to people's lives.
For us here in Kenya, remittances have increased tenfold the last 15 years, reaching an all-time high or record of over $4 billion in 2022, which accounts for nearly 3.4% of our GDP.
The report further shows recipients of remittances manage to save or invest around 25% of the money they receive, with 1/4 of these savings amounting to $25 billion annually being directed towards agriculture-related investments.
And remittances are also our highest foreign exchange earner, now surpassing tea, coffee, tourism, horticulture, all of our traditional forex earners.
A key development challenges for all of us in this room is to maximize the impact of the projected $5 trillion in remittances to be received by families living in developing countries between now and 2030.
Members of the public are optimistic that the national budget to be read today will unveil measures to lower the cost of living. Those who spoke to KBC Channel 1 had mixed expectations, with some lauding the removal of tax on cooking gas as laid out in the Finance Bill 2023, while critics said the proposed increase of VAT on petroleum products from 8 to 16% will negatively impact the cost of living. Let's get the details.
Expressed low expectations ahead of the reading of the 2023-2024 budget that is scheduled for tomorrow, even as they decried rising food prices and increased taxes.
What I would love to see tomorrow, the budget committee is addressing, and especially the parliament, the reduction of the cost of living. That is number one. Then we want them to pump more money on education system, because number one, you find as we speak now, most of our children, they are not going to school. We have a problem with parents, with the economy of today. Most of the parents have not taken their children to school. The children are at home, and we want the government to pump most of the money into the education sector.
Kwa hivyo tunapoona kwamba hii mafuta bado inazidi kuongezwa, tunachangaa, tunashindwa tutaenda wapi, kwa sababu hata abiria tunaobeba ama wateja tunaobeba wamekuwa na ugumu sana, kwa sababu ukiambia mteja pesa ambazo unataka kumlipisha inakuwa ni ngumu kukulipa.
Tunajua watatumia nguvu na watatumia kila kitu waipitishe, lakini mwananchi wa common wa kawaida watakuwa wametukosea sana. Swala la manyumba, kujenga manyumba, sisi hatulali nje. Na hii manifesto ya Ruto anapitisha ya kwamba kila kitu anatumia nguvu kupitisha, hii sio mzuri.
Mimi nashukuru kwamba for the first time sahi sisi wa Kenya tunakuwa encouraged to a saving culture. Nchi ambazo zimeendelea kama China wakiwa na deficit katika budget yao, wao hufanyaga internal borrowings kwa sababu institutions zao zimesave pesa ya kutosha.
When you look at the budget proposal for the year 2023-24, it is excellent, it's perfect. Otherwise, budget proposal is a tool for the government to raise resources for the purposes of bettering the standard of living of its people.
Naunga mkono. Kwa sababu gani? Kama ni mambo na house levy, itasaidia mtu wa chini. Ukiangalia maeneo ya Kibera, kama wanaweza jenga manyumba, itasaidia wakazi wa pale.
Tunatarajia serikali akipitisha hii budget, yani hiyo gharama itashukisha chini. Kwa hivyo tunaunga mkono hiyo budget ipite.
As the public lays in their beds tonight, they wait with bated breath for National Treasury Cabinet Secretary Professor Njuguna Ndung'u to either ease or confirm their worries.
Ukame Ndota there. Now let's head to sports, where Moses Shuma's lone goal ensured Harambee Stars registered a 1-0 victory over a stubborn Pakistan in a friendly match played in Mauritius. The Engine Ferrat Chargers will take on host Mauritius in their second friendly match on Sunday.
After an heavy start in the opening minutes, Harambee Stars got their rhythm right, scoring the opening goal in the 18th minute through Moses Shuma. The Engine Ferrat Chargers held on to register a hard-fought 1-0 victory.
I'm not happy how we played. We was very slow. We adapted to the game of Pakistan. They put the tempo down. And also congrats to Pakistan. They played like it is the final match. They've shown a great effort. But I have to say our team was not in the shape which I wanted.
You know, honestly, we totally underestimated Mauritius. I know it's difficult to say because we are a small team as well, but we didn't know Mauritius. Kenya we knew, so we had a better game plan this time. It was a strong team, and we tried our best. We had a couple of chances that we were hoping for, but it didn't go in, so we lost 1-0.
Stars had earlier on planned to face 3 teams in a mini tournament hosted by Mauritius, but their late arrival meant that they missed their matches against Djibouti on Monday, with attention now shifting to their second match, clash against Pakistan.
La frappe peut-être, oui, la frappe, c'est contré.
Stars will face host Mauritius on second friendly match on Sunday. Harambee Stars will use the friendly match to prepare the upcoming CAF and FIFA assignments slated for November.
In the heart of Machakos, a passionate football enthusiast named Sylvester Mutua had a budding desire to coach the sport he loved. However, he lacked the basic coaching skills needed to nurture young talents. Determined to make a difference, Coach Mutua seized a coaching opportunity initiated by the Football Kenya Federation in 2016. Now, our reporter Stella Onyango gives us the journey of Sylvester Mutua, who is now the coach of Division 2 league side Scotlanders FC.
Recognizing the importance of equipping grassroots coaches with the fundamental skills to train young boys and girls at the grassroots level, FKAF initiated a massive coaching course across all FKAF county branches. The courses were conducted free of charge, aiming to empower coaches like Sylvester Mutua. Coach Mutua emerged as one of the first beneficiaries of these coaching courses.
Hiyo knowledge yote nimepata. Nimekuwa nimepata fursa ya kutengeneza wachezaji, kuwa na wachezaji na wapatia hiyo knowledge, na wapatia knowledge mzuri ya coaching na wa coach kutoka age mzuri, kutoka age dogo mpaka age kubwa.
Eager to make a lasting impact, he returned to his grassroots team and volunteered as their coach. This commitment was not only a requirement but also a stepping stone towards joining the next class of aspiring coaches.
Sahi, hili gym imetrain over 6,000 coaches all over the country. Na hiyo inamaanisha nini? Hiyo inamaanisha kila pande ya Kenya kuna macoach kuna players wako huko wanaandoliwa na macoach wako trained.
Mutua's dedication paid off as he skillfully guided his team, the Scotlanders FC, through various ranks, eventually reaching the Division 2 league.
Ukweli nisingekuwa na hiyo opportunity ya kusoma hizi coaches, singepata hiyo fursa ya kuandola watoto vizuri, ambapo unatengeneza product mzuri.
Under tactician Mutua's tutelage, the Scotlanders FC has become a breeding ground for exceptional talent. Over time, several players from his team have moved to play for other clubs, a testament to the effectiveness of Mutua's coaching methods.
Hawa watoto venye watagrow wakipenda ball, na tutengeneze culture yetu kama wa Kenya. Tuache kuonekana Kenya ni watu wa mbio sana. Hata ball Kenya kuna watu wengi wana talanta.
Coach Mutua's journey in pursuit of excellence led him to enroll in the FKF Basic Advanced Coaching courses and subsequently the CAF C license. Sylvester Mutua's success story is an inspiration to aspiring coaches and young players throughout Kenya.
In the next 5 to 10 years, niko sure tunaweza tengeneza timu nzuri ya national team inaenda mbali.
With his dedication, passion and continuous pursuit of knowledge, he is reshaping football in Machakos and leaving a lasting legacy.
Pia hiyo turudishe pale, to give back kwa watoto. At least tutengeneze future ya ball ya Kenya. Future ya ball ya Kenya itatengenezwa kutoka kwa hao watoto wadogo.
Thank you, Stella Onyango. And as they say, your dreams are valid. Well, that's why we end the news this morning. Thank you so much for starting your day with us here on Good Morning Kenya. We are not yet done. Stay with us if you can. Stephanie Ayeta and Vivian Degwa will be up next with the Entertainment Thursday. But remember, we will also be bringing you the live proceedings of reading of the budget later on in the day. So from me, it's goodbye for now. Hope to see you again next week. My name is Marie Yambo.
kubishana na watu kwa comments. Offense, nimeweka defense, to be honest. I just wanna be with you and I know vex. I just wanna be with you and I know best. I just wanna be with you, yeah. You elevate, and when we did together we marinate. And everything you say I resonate. And when I day inside you, you lulate. I li on fire, too easy. I'm feeling it, I'm loving you. You make it too easy. I'm touching you and I'm loving you. You make it too easy. You make it too easy. You make it too easy. Oh baby, you got the body, make me lose my mind. You're like nobody I know. Oh baby, you got the body, every tantalizer. Baby, you energizer. Anything you want, baby girl, you know I can't deny you. Anywhere you go, I'll go. When I'm feeling low, you're the only one who give me high. How you do me, I don't know. You elevate, and when we did together we marinate. And everything you say I resonate. And when I day inside you, you lulate. I li on fire, too easy. I'm feeling you, I'm loving you. You make it too easy. I'm touching you and I'm loving you. You make it too easy. You make it too easy. You make it too easy. I know that I don't text enough, but you're always on my mind.
Saying to Ruby Anderson, it has to break. It's not possible to bring a new car to this rally and win. But of course, you know, we had done a lot of homework, and that coupled with the ability of Colin, we just managed to, you know, win the event, which was an incredible achievement for such a car early on in its career.
Ikiwa mtakufuru neema za Allah, inna adhabi la shadid, hakika adhabu yangu ni nzito, hakuna mtatakayeweza kuihimili adhabu ya Allah tabaraka wa taala. Aqulu ma tasmaun.
Ikafikia kiwango ambacho na Aisha radhiallahu anha aliweza kumuuliza, hivi mbona wazidisha ibada kwa wingi sana wakati Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala amekujalia neema? Basi Mtume Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam alijibu kwa kuuliza, je, sipaswi kuwa mja mwenye kumshukuru Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ambaye ni Mola wangu?
vile tuliachana juu ya ego. Tukikosana singekubali kuwa wa kwanza kupiga simu. Nikisikia kupiga Karoka na niambia usipige. Sasa niko single juu ya ego. Nilingoja nipigie, alichoka kapigia chali mwingine. Imagine ningeweka ego chini, nipige simu ningekuwa na bibi. Imagine nilichagua ego, nayo life ikani humble. Nilikuwa na best, alikuwa naitwa ego. Nilikuwa napenda sana form za ego. Nimepoteza vitu mob juu ya ego. Akoka ego, punguza ego. A rich man's joke is always funny. So funny. Tunacheka na unabo, we just want your money. Your money. Tunapapasa ego, ndio toboke mfuko. Tukule pesa yako, tukimaliza tukuwache peke yako. Ni juzi tu manzuli enda Dubai, ukikuja Kenya unajidai. Is it safe? Uko umo ni safe? Sulizaliwa uko, punguza tumaringo. Achaka ego, msupa kabla life ikuhambo. Nilikuwa na best, alikuwa naitwa ego. Nilikuwa napenda sana form za ego. Nimepoteza vitu mob juu ya ego. Akoka ego, punguza ego.
So fresh is on the beat.
Wasichana wengi
Mimi siwezi kukaa hapa peke yangu. Wamjua tena huu shetani.
Mtakaa hapa kando yako mpaka haya maneno tuyamalize. Sijui nini hasa ambacho kinaendelea hapa.
I swear to you, wakili, you will regret it.
Mwenye kudesign ni mimi na mimi ndo najua pesa yangu, sawa? Basi itabidi ukazane zaidi, unasikia? Oe.
I swear. Lazima huyu mtu aende jela for a very long time. Sitaki kujua atakuwa ni nani. No one plays with my money.
kijana barubaru na wewe ya dada. I'm on a romantic call. Baby panda mti kama network ni blanda. I'm on a romantic call. Better option ni wewe safwa elewe. I'm on a romantic call. Nimekunokia na techno kuhanga papana. I'm on a romantic call. Better option ni wewe. Leo nimebaibamba, leta mamako tuongee. Tulikosana tangu masikio nitoboe. Hii namba ni ya msee wa movie hapa base. Usireply hata kikutext. Uliwacha kubonda tangu kuku zenu ziende missing. Mliacha kushuku ule mkisi kuna ukame. Na hopa bako aliunda fence. Nagopa sana kuliwe na fisi. I'm on a romantic call. Baby panda mti kama network ni blanda. I'm on a romantic call. Better option ni wewe safwa elewe. I'm on a romantic call. Nimekunokia na techno kuhanga papana. I'm on a romantic call. Better option ni wewe. Kielewe, kielewe, lazima nikuweke. Kielewe, kielewe, lazima nikuweke. Kielewe, kielewe, lazima nikuweke. Kielewe, kielewe, lazima nikuweke.
Some balls nipigane juu yako, nibonge na God nimwitishe bei yako, nilale chini unikalie kichapo, nibonge na gang ndo tufike rorasho, pia nadai tuwatese Nairobi hadi da, couple goals too much outfits za Adidas, kubali nikushike nikukunjie kwa cab, shukuru ex wako I'm glad alikudamp, my gold una glitter, fashion killer, grass is greener when the thighs are thicker, na picture yo tumbo ikiget bigger, nataka kaboy unadeka kwena sister, 2 hours on a video call na we, we feel like a minute we can do this all night, ukigoloa kuna low siezi break, uko lonely, I'm a cruise to your end.
I'm on a romantic call. Baby panda mti kama network ni blanda. I'm on a romantic call. Better option ni wewe safwa elewe. I'm on a romantic call. Nimekunokia na techno kuhanga papana. I'm on a romantic call. Better option ni wewe. Kielewe, kielewe, lazima nikuweke. Kielewe, kielewe, lazima nikuweke. Kielewe, kielewe, lazima nikuweke. Kielewe, kielewe, natafuta makaa nishapata jiko, kama cheating ni drugs niko detox, mfuna nipa uhai kuna symptoms, safisha signal.
Neza bro some balls nipigane juu yako, nibonge na God nimwitishe bei yako, nilale njaa unikalie kichapo, nibonge na gang ndo tufike rorasho.
I'm on a romantic call. Baby panda mti kama network ni blanda. I'm on a romantic call. Better option ni wewe safwa elewe. I'm on a romantic call. Nimekunokia na techno kuhanga papana. I'm on a romantic call. Better option ni wewe. Kielewe, kielewe, lazima nikuweke. Kielewe, kielewe, lazima nikuweke. Kielewe, lazima nikuweke. Kielewe, lazima nikuweke.
Tie. How are you doing, each and everyone who is tuning in today, this morning? Everybody niko usiku. Well, I think I hope you guys are having an amazing morning. It is a bit chilly, but trust you me that we are going to be bringing you the heat, because today the show that we're going to be having is going to be fire. My name is Vivian Dago. You can simply just call me Miss V, and you know what this right here is. This is Entertainment Thursday. Ayeta, how are you?
I'm good. I'm fantastic. In fact, you know, with all the good vibes that is here, you can't, you know, it can't be anything less than that. I am so excited about Entertainment Thursday today, especially because we have something very special for you. Should I say it?
Just tell them.
Today we have a guest DJ with us in studio, and he's right here next to me, DJ Joka
Joka the audio.
Joka the audio. I was about to say the sound.
Right?
Joka audio.
Joka audio. Yes.
How are you, Joka?
I'm doing great.
You're doing well?
I'm
What
doing
should we
fine.
be expecting? What kind of vibe are we gonna be getting today?
An urban vibe. Yes.
All right. That sounds quite interesting. You look like, I wouldn't, niseme hip hop, unakaa a chilled guy. So, but urban is more like it. So, yeah, very much excited about it.
Yeah, we can get to know you a bit. Maybe kindly tell us who Joka Audio is.
Joka Audio is a rapper, a sound engineer, and a DJ. And I'm a student of music every day.
Okay.
And I love music. Yes.
Oh, wonderful. And you were here this week on Good Morning Kenya. Of course, if you always watch us, then you know, and you told your story.
Yes.
And, you know, so tell us a little bit about how vitiligo, right? Has it in any way inspired what you do? Has it influenced your art in any type of way?
Well, I wouldn't say it has. I would just say, like, I was just born for art. So regardless of the vitiligo, I'm still an artist.
Wow.
Yes.
Amazing.
That's really good to hear that it's not gonna hinder you in any way, and you're not allowing it to hinder you,
Yes.
which is a beautiful thing. You mentioned that you're also a rapper.
Yes, I am.
Should we expect? Can I put you on the spot and ask you to give us some bars up in this place? Just kidogo, maybe.
Maybe later.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, promise. They won't forget.
Promises are dead. Alrighty. Now you know that we are about to have a ball right here, as we have a DJ in the studio today. So we're gonna be dancing. I hope that you have your dancing shoes on. Now, aside from the dancing bit, which we're gonna be getting into a little bit later, as well as some interviews with some amazing artists that will be in studio today. Ayeta, have you seen that Genge music is being recognized internationally? So there's a new category that has been introduced in the Grammys. It's called Best African Music Performance. And in this category, different African genres of music are going to be recognized, including Genge music.
Wow.
How amazing is that?
It's time.
It's about what time is it?
It's about
what
time.
time is it? It is our time.
It is our time. I mean, and I'm thinking, is Gengeton and Genge music?
Yeah. Gengeton is under Genge, because Genge is like the godfather of Kenyan music.
Yeah.
So I feel like even Kapuka is gonna be in there, and then Genge music. As long as it is just Genge, I feel like we
feel like we're represented.
Yeah, it's like our sound,
level.
you know?
Yeah.
Genge is our sound. So I feel like every Kenyan music kind of falls into it. Maybe not directly, but it kind of falls into that. So there's Genge music is in that category. There's also bongo flavor. There's kizomba. There's amapiano. There's even ndombolo. I didn't know ndombolo is a genre.
I didn't know too. I'm just finding that out.
Ndombolo is just the song ndombolo.
Ije kwa Grammys. I say make it to the Grammy category, but it's lived so long. I mean, I think it's just about time. And one thing, I think, in Kenya, we identify with Genge, and then Amapiano is usually South Africa, and then Afro vibe is usually in Nigeria.
Yeah, so there's also a category by the name Afrofusion in that category. Afrofusion and Afropop as well. I think that's Nigeria, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Ndombolo is Congo.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. There's also Ghanaian drill. Like every genre in Africa, kinda is, as long as it is dope, it is being represented, and we are here for it. We can't wait for next year. The Grammys next year. Tusikie tu akina nani tumesikia ngoma ya wakadinali by the way.
Wameingia. Hey, hata wafike kwa international platform. I think it's really a good thing.
It's really a good thing.
Yeah. And DJ, are you a fan of Genge by any chance?
I would say the old school.
the akina Flex.
Mbona sijui Flex ni
Flex
kina
ni
nani?
wa kitambo.
Ndio nashangaa why siko.
I will give you the deal later. Ni kama wewe miaka ziko.
Mimi ni wakina wakadinali.
Gen Z, don't worry.
Well, okay. So and what do I want to say? This other news that I saw yesterday, very interesting. So there's this guy, he's Belgian. He decided to prank his family on by faking his death. Death, yeah. So he faked his death, planned with some members of his family, including his daughter. So his daughter wrote a very sad message on a social media platform, you know, as you know, would be expected if you lost your father.
Yeah.
So people came up and showed up for the funeral. And then the guy shows up with a chopper.
Do you mean they played along with this prank until it
The
got
very
to
end.
the funeral?
Yeah. Back out wamevaa black.
Wow.
The morning, in fact, they're very sad. And then they see a chopper coming in, and the guy alive.
Mheshimiwa mgani huyo anakuja?
Ameshuka. Arrive for my funeral. What are you saying, guys?
What?
You know, it was that crazy. And then, so now his reason is that he wanted to bring his family together. Alikuwa feel amekuwa neglected sana with the rest of his family. I'm thinking it's the extended family.
Okay.
Not really extended, maybe the sisters and the brothers, because he now has his own family. So he wanted to teach them a lesson. Basically. Yeah.
How would you play with death like that? I mean, I can imagine the emotional roller coaster that these people went through, you know, from knowing that you've lost someone who's so close to you, maybe a brother of yours, you grieve, you know, that grief and all, and then all of a sudden atindo huyo amekuja kwanza analand na chopper.
Analand na chopper. To make matters worse, and I'm here to teach you a lesson, guys. I'm not dead. You know, it's
crazy. I would have been, I don't know how I would have reacted if I was in that funeral.
You know, imagine that in Kenya. How would that turn out? In fact, you will be killed at your own funeral. They couldn't have wasted the money they put in. Your coffin itenda wapi? No, you will have to be. Bro. You know, we can't pull such pranks.
You cannot try do that. If we can get back to the music a little bit, there's this Zuchu is in the country. She is in the country for an event that was happening, an event by a YouTube Black event that happened yesterday actually. And as she was in the country, I just realized, or rather there's what do we call it? Like, not a research, like it has been seen that most of her listeners come from Kenya. Like YouTube gave out this report and it shows that Kenyans listen to Zuchu more than Tanzanians listen to Zuchu. So she has around 75.3 million listeners from Kenya.
Wow.
And then in Tanzania, she has around 28 point something million. I'm like, hey, kwani mnakuanga na support mingi aje wa Kenya? Are we giving the same treatment to our artists?
Because it's a very good question to ask, because if Zuchu, I mean, Tanzania is just here, our neighbors, so I'm wondering why they wouldn't give Zuchu as much support as we are, and why we are the ones, you know, ranking her. Tunamrank sana.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's a good thing that we love music and we support musicians, but I hope it is the same with our musicians as well, because there's also another artist from Nigeria. Can't remember his name really, but ameimba ngoma inaitwa Soweto. Yeah, that song.
Yeah.
He also has more listeners in Kenya than in Nigeria. And I'm like, okay.
I think Kenyans just love good music.
Yeah.
If you have good music, then they'll support you, whether you're a Kenyan or not.
Yeah.
But
so it's a good thing.
It should be a good thing. I'm not sure. I'm not sure where to place my vote. But I think it's a good thing because we are supporting they're African, so they're still our own people. And if we can give the same support to Kenyans who also have some good music, then it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because if we have Sauti Sol and they're Nigeria is the one listening to them more than us, which is not the statistics.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking it wouldn't look nice, too nice. Yeah.
So I hope we give the same treatment to our artists right here in the 254. Now, I don't know, shall we get into some music? Ama ulikuwa na swali for Joker right here.
What do you think about our music in Kenya? Do we support our own people enough? Or maybe you hold on to that kidogo. we get into some music okay. maybe, and then we'll be right back. But before we get into that, V, there's this story. Okay, it's a national discussion going on about the finance bill. So I don't know what you think about it. Just you know, it's been passed, but kuna hizi vitu zenye zimekuwa amended, like for example tax on betting, not betting, so ukishinda, initially you were to be charged 20% on excise duty, but now it has been reduced to 12.2%, but that's still an increment from 7.5% yenye ilikuanga kitambo. So I don't know what you think about it. I know you don't bet, but many Kenyans bet.
Many Kenyans bet.
Yeah. So when you win, there's that interest, okay, not interest, excise duty that is cut. Do you think people will still be betting as they used to bet?
Well, I don't think that will stop anyone from betting if you are someone who is used to gambling, because that is gambling. If you're used to gambling, if you're used to betting, I don't think that would be reason for them to stop betting.
Wataendelea tu, because
wataendelea tu, you know. And then, okay, betting is not really a good thing if you ask me, but pia si mbaya, you know, it's not bad, because if you can control your betting, and there are people who are winning really good money, they are making back from it, you know, so it's a good thing if you are not addicted to it. And I don't think that the increment, no, it's not an increment at the moment. Is it an increment?
If it passes, it'll be an increment from 7.5 to 12.5.
Okay. I don't think if it's an increment, it's gonna stop anyone from betting. I don't think so.
Okay.
But they can let us know if they're watching us from home and you are someone who bets, you know, who is into betting. You can let us know if that is gonna stop you from making your bets.
Yeah, you tell us. For now, let's get into the music, and then we'll be right back with some more great stuff. All the good vibes are right here on Entertainment Thursday. Let's listen to good music.
Absolutely.
The voting is over and now it's time to award the best of the best. Kuza Awards 2023 is here. An initiative by the Communications Authority of Kenya, Kuza Awards seek to recognize and promote excellence in broadcasting in the country. The awards ceremony will be held this Friday, 16th June at Movenpick Hotel. Follow this event live on KBC Channel 1 from 7:30 p.m. Kuza Awards, shaping the future of broadcasting.
Nilikuwa nauliza kama kuna wine. So nisaidie juu hao nimepata kunywa wine akaninyima.
Ulianza kunywa wine lini?
I can see you've been filled in.
Mlikuwa na sherehe huku na kuweka loud music eh? Si uolewe ujenge kwako.
Haina haja, anaenda Dubai soon.
Utaenda peke yako. That is if kama unaweza afford a ticket.
Can I have my documents back?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Why don't you just divorce me then?
That's not the solution here.
You're losing a good thing running after trash, eh? Wanaume siku hizi ni wachache na hawako watu ni kushare. You know your wife better.
After kuachi video hata simjui.
Si nienda nilirecord video.
Akiwa na nia gani?
Yaani mama uone hapo kuna game kingine kanachezwa.
Wenye nyumba wako unataka aje? Utanipata. Let it go. Mimi natumia ndugu yangu vibaya sana. Na nilijua tu siku moja mawazimu zako zitakuingia hivi. Eh? Uende ngambo wache ndugu yangu na depression hapa Kenya.
Today, I want to show them my attitude.
Ya bwana, ni chuo kikuu cha burudani, mashavu.
Nyumbani kaumbea.
Burudani.
Twende tukacheze bango. Mama it takes two to tango.
Na interview kali kutoka Pwani.
Kucheza nawe. Baby nimechizi nawe.
Na ukitaka tuiwashe leo.
Bwana, kila siku ya Friday ama Ijumaa ukipenda saa 3 hadi saa 6 kamili.
Fanya kama unacheza isoko.
Kumbuka hashtag Masha. Nyumbani kwa burudani. Usikose tegea show kali tokea pwani za Pwani.
Na ya dunia ya choma kibiriti akalaita waweza ukafukia chini kirudi nyumbani wayapata na bibi hivi vikwazo utapitia sio kidogo hata baba yako utampata na mke wako rafiki zako wakusaliti kila kuchao hii dunia sio yako ukibeba utavunjika wewe utarabana kuonyesha njia beba kisasi machungu ya tayari kusura mangapi Mwokozi Yesu alipitia ila yana mwisho kasema yamekwisha
promoting access to education.
Alrighty, I hope that you are enjoying the show so far. Now we're going to be starting with our first interview, and it is the artist that you are just from watching their music. The song is Kidogo Kidogo, and this is she is rather a singer and a songwriter who has written music for many big artists in the country. You would be surprised. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing to you for the very first time on Entertainment Thursday, Bamdogo.
Yeah.
Mambo vipi Bamdogo?
Poa sana.
Umesema uso ufiche kabisa, utaki tuone macho, utaki, umeamua aje kwani?
Wenye wananijua wananijua.
Wenye wanakujua. Utaki new fans?
Yeah.
Okay, wakukuona kwa njia wajue huu ni Bamdogo.
Waangalie video. Waangalie video.
How you doing?
I'm good.
Uko mzima kabisa?
Kabisa. Hiyo song inaitwa Lawama, sio Bamdogo.
Oh, sio kidogo. Ni juu nimesikia jina kidogo hapo. It's Lawama.
Yeah,
my bad.
Kidogo ni ingine.
Okay. So hiyo Lawama ni alini, because I can see Mr. Sid there na anakaa ni kama yani si yeye.
Yani kitambo hata nilikuwa najicheka, sikuwa hata na ndevu moja hapo.
Uko hata wewe hata ndevu. Uko aya. Kwani how long was that? How long ago was that?
It's like 7 years or 8 years ago.
Music imekuwa ikipeleka aje the journey of music?
Music is good. I used to sing kitambo, nikawacha nikaendelea kuandikia wasanii muziki, but it's been good so far. Alafu sasa nimerudi kuimba tena.
Because you started music like 9 years ago, but you've actively been like singing around 5 years?
Yeah, I did. I started music from Form 2 actually back then. Nilikuwa Pumwani High. So I did it for like 5 years. Hiyo time tulikuwa tunafanya muziki for fun mostly, na kujibamba na kuwa maceleb, but alafu muziki haikuwa na do back then. So ikafika time unaanza kuwa mtu mzima, familia nini, pesa inahitajika. So nikaenda kando kidogo.
The reason why you left, or rather you stopped singing, is because haina pesa, haileti.
That was back then. Mimi mwenyewe si ati haina pesa, but mimi mwenyewe sikuwa nimejua jinsi ya kutengeneza pesa. Because other people are getting money anyway. Yeah. But nimekuwa nikiandikia wasanii muziki wengi sana, ma hit songs, so I've been in music still.
Speaking about kuandikia wasanii, nimesema umeandikia wasanii wengi sana ambao yani wanajulikana, big artists in the country, from Guardian Angel, Bahati, Mr. Sid, Daddy Owen, Lady B. I mean, I could go on and on and on. So how do you go about writing a song for an artist? Yeye ndo anakutafuta, wewe ndo unamtafuta? How do you go about that?
Wale wasanii wadogo, like the upcoming ones, ni mimi watafuta. But the mastaa ndo unitafuta. Because you know, wale mastaa wanajua what they want. You understand? Na wanajua maybe sasa Bamdogo ndiye anaweza nipatia kitu inakaa hivi. So sometimes mimi najiandikia songs mwenyewe, alafu natafuta mtu anaweza imba poa. So natafuta wale wasanii wajulikani. So it's both ways.
So when the big artists come to you, wakija kukutafuta wewe for a song, how is that process like? Wanakuja wanakuambia, I have this topic that I would love you to write about, ama nakuja mnakaa mnaanza ku brainstorm from the word go, from idea, from the topic? How does that look like? Tuambie tu, manake hatuelewi that songwriting bit, so if you can just let us into that world.
From my experience, wasanii wakubwa wengi wao wajuangi wanataka nini. Wanataka tu hit.
Umeamuka mtu hapa hiyo band.
Wengi wanakujanga tu Bamdogo anataka hit, sina song mpya. So you figure out what to, and then unatengeneza. Because I write, I go to the studio, I record my voice, alafu nampatia, akisikia namuuliza na how do you feel about this one? Yeah, most of the time wanasema iko sawa.
Iko tu sawa. Kuza wanataka hit.
Wanataka hizo, ukisikia hit unaichukua.
Yeah. How do you know this song is good for this one is good for this one can be mine? Because you're also a singer, so how do you decide, ushaandika ngoma hivi ukaona vile ni kali, hii ni yangu, hii sipati mtu?
Mob sana. Mob sana. No, like kama umejua mtu, unajua msanii anaimbagaje, so you know their vocal range, you understand? You know, unajua pia naweza semaje IQ yake. Unajua ukiandika song iko deep design fulani, watu watashuku huyu si yeye.
Utaki vita yote.
Ndio. Kuna wasanii ukiandikia song deep, watu watajua tu hapana huyu si yeye. Na wengine pia ukiandikia song hivi yenye tu ni ati kurukaruka, watu wataona hapana, this is not. So pia unaangalia msanii ni nani, the brand yao inakaaje.
How is, or rather, what does it take to be a good songwriter? You know, because you write for so many artists, and vile umesema unaangalia, unajua huyu hii ndo itamfaa and all that. Just what does it take for someone to be a good songwriter?
I think it's experience and passion, like practice over and over. Alafu pia nafikiria ni gift. Yeah, I think it's a gift because for me, like if it's my own music, I can go to the studio na nisikie tu beat na niimbe without even thinking so much kuandika. So it's a gift. So I don't know if you can make a songwriter in the shule ajifunze kuwrite. Maybe I andike poem. But muziki ni gift anyway. Yeah.
But they say that mtu anaweza kuwa gifted, but there's also the hard work bit, and there's an argument that is normally there that the gift is kind of like just 2%. 98% of it needs to be you putting in the work.
So now you have to have the gift, alafu sasa you put in the practice. You know, they say practice makes perfect. So you do it. Like for me averagely, saa zile sina stress, naweza andika like song 20 to 30 in a day. Understand? But not all of those songs are gonna make it out. Yeah, so that means yani nimepractice waka nimezoea. Nakatu hivi song inanikujia. You know, from the things you see, from your own experiences. From
20 to 30 songs in a day.
Yeah.
What? And yeah, that is a gift.
Siku ni ndefu.
Okay, siku ni ndefu.
Siku ni ndefu na song ni like 3 minutes. Yeah, so 3 minutes times 20 hata ifiki 2 hours.
Yeah.
So
okay. I see it's truly a gift for you because si kwa kila mtu inakuja virahisi hivyo, you know. And if you could just tell us some of the songs ambazo umeandikia watu. I've mentioned names but I've not mentioned any song. So if you're okay with mentioning the songs, unaweza zitaja tu tujue. Okay.
Wasanii ukatch.
Ukatch.
Wasanii wengi watakangi mtu ajue.
But tushajua wenye umeandikia. So
like Soki, unajua Soki? Rebecca Soki, I wrote for her song inaitwa Bado na Ngoja.
Okay.
System ya Kapungala, the Dionio album.
System ya Kapungala, the album.
Yeah, I participated a very big portion. Pilipili, unajua Pilipili ule
artist wa kitambo.
Yeah, I told you nilianza muziki from 2, so.
Okay.
Pilipili. I actually did for Pilipili an album also.
An entire album?
Yeah, an entire album. Juzi nimeandikia B Classic.
B Classic.
You know B Classic?
Yes, I know B Classic. He's a really good singer.
Guardian. So
ya Guardian umeandika ipi?
Inaitwa nini? Nimeandika wimbo mingi.
Tutajie tu moja, mbili.
Inaitwa Songa Mbali.
Okay.
Ya Guardian So ni mob. Mimi nimeandika karibu 3,000 songs for artists.
Okay.
My upcoming master, so ni mob.
So ukiwaandikia hizi ngoma, how do you go about with the payment? Do they pay you one off ama unakuwa uko na rights bado kwa hiyo ngoma, so you keep getting money from it ama
hapo sasa wasanii ni wakora.
wamepimbia aje kutuambie.
Upcoming artists pay.
Okay.
You know, and also, you know, mimi napenda muziki. So you pay me what you can afford. But now for this established artists, mnasikizana mpaka mnaandikishana. You'll pay me this amount nini. Bamdogo ikitoka ikishatoka mpaka next time.
But kama mmeandikishana, if there's a contract that is like binding the two
Kenya
of you.
papers are just papers, you know.
Okay. Okay.
Laini Mungu anasaidia.
You don't feel bad about that because it's your brain, it's your, I mean, it's an investment. You should be paid for it.
Sometimes I do, and that's the reason why sana nimeamua kuanza kuimba mimi mwenyewe. Hizi hit songs zimebaki nijimbie.
Umepatia watu hit songs mingi.
Nimewapatia sana mpaka.
Yeah.
So but anyway, nikipata mwenye ana deserve nampatia tu bado. Yeah.
Okay. Kuna ngoma yote ambayo tuseme ulikuwa umeandika with someone in mind and then you changed your mind and
ziko mob.
Kamua hii simpei, and which one is it maybe that is you singing it right now, or it's your song?
My song, kuna song no, siwezi sema nilikuwa nipetia nayo.
Au ni sawa tu, but ni ngoma gani?
Inaitwa ni yeye tu. Yeye tu. I don't know if the DJ has it. So nilikuwa nipatia msanii. Actually nilimpatia, but then bila limba haikuweza.
Okay.
So nikafeel
nirudishie wimbo yangu utabani. Utanibania brand because mimi nimeandika vizuri hivi.
It happens. Hata hiyo song nimekuambia kwanza ya Soki.
Yeah.
Ilikuwa nimeandikia some other artist.
Oh. So ukifanya hivyo mtu akasiriki akwe like yo
no, you just let them understand.
Okay.
At the end of the day ni biashara na pia lazima deliver. So
yeah. Business ya songwriting. I want us to get into the songwriting bit kwanza tumalizane alafu tuingie kwa muziki yako. I hope you don't mind. Unashinda huyu aniulize maswali za ngoma yangu.
Ni sawa, hiyo pia ni yangu.
Bado ni good thing. So
iliandikiwa na huyu. But before ulikuwa unaandikia mtu muziki, but they can't say you're the one who wrote the song. You know, na hata akiulizwa, yani hezi sema because people felt like akisema imeandikiwa ana talent.
Yeah.
You understand? But it's not like that. Some people can sing very well, but they cannot write.
Yeah.
So you just sing something that somebody else has written.
Yeah. It's not a crime kuandikiwa. I mean, people like Beyonce wanaandikiwa nyimbo and they're like, you know, the creme de la creme. Exactly.
Yeah. So it was just good to understand. Yeah. But besides that, pia in terms of pesa, financial whatever, pia watu wajajua songwriter ana deserve what portion of the song. You know, once you write a song, it's your song. Whether someone else has
sang it or
performed
not.
Yeah, it's your song. So watu wajai understand hiyo. So mtu anaendaga anasema tu nimetoa wimbo yangu. It's just like a producer mwenye anatengeneza beat. You know, akitengeneza hiyo beat, hiyo ni yake. Hata ukiimba juu ya hiyo beat, bado ni ya huyo producer. So whatever rights zitaenda huko kwa platforms, downloads, nini, streams, kuna hiyo portion ya
the songwriter.
beat, songwriter, which is a very big portion. But hatujakuwa tukifollow up hiyo. But currently, things are shaping up.
Okay. What should be done differently?
Wasanii tu waelewe.
Okay.
Wasanii waelewe ukimwandikia wimbo unafaa kuwa na shares kwa hiyo wimbo. That's all. Because structures are there. Kuna hizo CMOs bodies zinasimamia muziki. So ukiwapatia contract inasema hii muziki imeandikwa na huyu nini, they'll give you your share. So ni wasanii tu waelewe ukiandikiwa muziki portion ni yako, portion ni ya mwingine.
Okay. Okay. You have a brand new song.
Yeah.
The brand new song inaitwa Anakutumia.
Kabisa.
Na the message in there, sijui kama Umefanya ile kitu?
Hey,
ama
sana.
umetandikwa kiboko? Tell us about that song. What's the meaning of anakutumia? Si kila mtu.
Anakutumia ni hivyo tu vile inasema. You know, our society siku hizi imekuwa managed man. Watu wanatumiana. Maslay queen wanatumia wababa. You understand? Politicians wanatumia wananchi. You know, at the end of the day, yani watu wanatumiana sana. So that's the message.
That's the message of the song. Like uliamua tu kuiandika because of how the society is at the moment, ama there's something that happened to you ukaamua wacha ni
No, it's both ways.
Yeah.
Kila wewe si umetumika pia wewe.
Hapana.
Lazima.
Sijatumika.
It's both ways. Mimi nimetumika. Na pia society naona ina.
Maybe tuulize DJ. DJ wewe umetumika?
Kivipi?
Atueleze.
I guess I can agree. Kila mtu ametumika. Sometimes you can feel used by your friends.
Yeah, okay.
Sometimes you can feel used by, you know,
even your family.
So it's general. It doesn't just, you know, like it's not confined to romantic relationships only.
But hapa kwa romantic ndo sana.
Hapo ndo sada. Nairobi.
Hapa kwa romantic ndo sana. You know, before nikiwaga mtu wa happy sana in the club. I just remember. You know, nilikuwa nalewa sana. I was just intoxicated like 24 hours. I remember nishawahi date mwanaume for a whole week.
What do you mean?
Yes.
Hey, Bamdogo, I think utafanya tuzimiwe station. Because
na walikuwa wamejidisguise. Unajua vile maboys wanaendanga wana chipo mtu.
Okay. Okay, I think
wamejidisguise kadem.
What?
So for a whole week you've been thinking this is a lady, yeah? Na back then sikuwa na nyumba.
Okay.
So tulikuwa tunapata na nje nini. You understand?
You have denied.
Mkitaka kwenda hii show ya watoto.
Hii ni show hatuwezi ingia sana. Hatuwezi ingia huko ndani. Wacha
hiyo show nyingine.
Tutaongea hiyo baadaye. Anakutumia DJ. I don't know if you have that song saizi atuperformie.
Siko nayo kwa sahi.
Hauna hapo kwa sasa?
Siko nayo kwa sahi.
Okay, Bamdogo, maybe as the DJ gets that song, tukimalizia pia, there's something we've talked about in our intro, na tulikuwa tunasema like artists wa nje sana sana Tanzania na Nigeria wanapata more views from Kenyans than they get from their own country. Like Zuchu akona 75 million views on YouTube from Kenya alone, na Tanzania anapata around just 28 million views. Unaweza sema, is it the same? Do Kenyans pass the same love to their own artists? Unafeel kama huwa tuna watch your songs as an artist in Kenya the same way that we do for artists in Tanzania, Nigeria, the US?
Yeah, do you think Sauti Sol gets more views outside than in Kenya?
No, they do get more views here.
Exactly.
From here.
So we also get more views from Kenyans than outside.
Yeah.
We just need to push more. Iongezeke. But of course views zetu mob ni za Kenya.
Views zetu nyingi ni za Kenya. So tusiwa crucify ati wana watch za wengine sana.
You cannot control, you know, music. Music ni global language. So huwezi control mind ya mtu ati wewe sikiza tu hii. Usisikize hii. Just give them a reason kusikiza hiyo yako.
Okay. Well said.
Because mind ya mtu ni kubwa, anaweza take in a lot.
Yeah.
Anaweza sikiza hizo za wale na sikize zako pia. You understand? Yeah. So we just put out good music. Wakenya watasupport. Wakenya wanapenda good music.
Yeah. Genge Music imeingia kwa Grammys.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. So umeshaiandika Genge, umesema umeandikia Pilipili. So Pilipili does kind of Genge. So umeandika ngoma yote ya Genge ama sasa songwriting unaangalia unaandika Genge sasa?
No. You know your category wamesema Genge. Maanishi like the Genge we know as Kenyans at Genge Tone or the Genge ya kina Pilipili. Wame categorize muziki ya Kenya yote as Genge. Like as long as you're a Kenyan musician you're doing Genge. Just like TZ wamesema ni bongo. UG sijui wameandikiwa nini. But so they are taking a country. Yeah, so if you're submitting your music as a Kenyan, you're under gang.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing to recognize a country.
So it's a win for the nation.
Somehow, but I feel
why
like
somehow?
Like wameona hawa watu ni wanyonge, tukiwangoja kuja compete na sisi kwa ile level nyingine hawatawahi, so wacha tuwapate tu yao.
You can't say that about an industry that you are in.
No. We can. You see, someone like let's say people like Sauti Sol, they're international. So when they go out there, alafu waweke kwa kategoria ya genge, minimize, you understand? Let them compete with the kina Burna Boy and so they are just giving us a portion that wanaona hatuna nguvu. But it's okay. It starts from somewhere.
I thought that you as artists should be really excited and happy about it's a plus. A win is a win.
No, it's ni kukua tolerated, wametutolerate lakini iko sawa.
Okay, sawa.
Anakutumia iko.
Anakutumia sawa, tuende nayo? Okay, let's perform Anakutumia by Bamdogo. Bamdogo, if you can just give your last words maybe to the fans to perform tukimaliza.
I'd like to appreciate all the people when you support Anakutumia since itoke. It's been 1 week and mapokezi yamekuwa kubwa sana. So I appreciate that. If you haven't watched Anakutumia, go to my YouTube channel Bamdogo, subscribe, like, share, comment, dislike, bora tu ingie tu hapo ndani.
Shasema.
Yeah, that's it.
Anakutumia the song, DJ, could you drop it for us?
Solo quiero luz, que mi paz mental no sea un tabú.
Welcome to East Africa. This is Safari Rally Kenya.
The WRC Safari Rally is set for June 22nd to June 25th in Naivasha. This year's event, the seventh leg of the WRC calendar, consisting of 19 stages, will see drivers, among them defending champion and series leader Khalid Vanpera, battle in what's considered as the toughest rally in the world. KBC Channel 1 will bring the action to your living room, where a total of only 5 stages will be broadcast live on KBC Channel 1 and the Shakedown exclusive on our Facebook page. Catch the WRC Safari Rally on KBC Channel 1, your true sports partner.
Where party today? I want to show them my attitude today. Yamana ni chuo kikuu cha burudani, mashavu.
Nyumbani kaumbea.
Burudani.
Twende tukacheze bango. Mama it takes two to tango.
Na interview kali kutoka pwani.
Kucheza nawe. Baby nimechizi nawe.
Na ukitaka tuiwashe leo.
Bwana, kila siku ya Friday ama Ijumaa ukipenda saa 3 hadi saa 6 kamili.
Fanya kama unacheza isoko.
Kumbuka hashtag
Masha.
nyumbani kwa burudani. Usikose tegea show kali tokea pwani za pwani.
Settle down everyone. My name is Mr. Sanjay and I'm your new business teacher.
And what do we say? Charity begins at home.
In Kinyangi's case, it is robbery, not charity.
Continue suggesting. Me Julia Molo, I am not contributing anything. Contribution yangu atoe kwa deni.
Ashidang, my teacher is in divorce. Ashidang, my teacher is in Blonsky.
Utamu wa relationship is when I, the man, provide and protect.
Never and never again unless I'm richer than the man. But I stay at home mom with maids. Ndio nikisikia kwenda kudunda, woo, I just bounce.
kasupu kana kuru, katoto kaduchu kana nuru, katoto kakenya kwa uhuru, nisisembe mengi ntakufuru, na wewe zeka kinuma, unasema kino, palipochanika amepashona. Kwa mapenzi mama, una shabu nzuri tena wanikata mai. Sikuwaijua kuna mapenzi ya kweli mama. Nilikakupata ya oh watangefada tilalila nimelewa. Kujuka pakedeke ngai baba je kujuka pakedeke ngai baba je kujuka pakedeke ngai baba je kujuka pakedeke ketamate deke ketamate deke Ketamate de kelo, ketamate de kelo, ejiji mi de kelo, ejiji mi de kelo, kikiau tu de kelo, kikiau tu de kelo. You are great, oh Lord, my God. You are powerful, my God.
if you're enjoying that song as much as I do, we are just about to find out what the lyrics actually mean. I just love the song. And this is Entertainment Thursday. Thank you for staying with us. The artist who's just joined us, the one who sang the song that we've just heard, is called Kenny Rush Music.
Yes.
Karibu sana.
Asante sana.
Wow, you have such great energy.
Oh.
Wow. And such a great
Mungu.
voice for that matter.
Thank you so much.
All right. Edeke, what does it mean? You're just enjoying the song.
Edeke means God. Yeah, that's the meaning.
What language is that first?
Teso.
Teso.
Yes. So the translation in a short way I can just put like this: Nani ako kule juu binguni kama Mungu? Hamna. Hata hapa duniani uwe rich, uitwe majina gani, ukwe you are the billionaireest man ama anybody in this earth, you will never be like God. God will be God. Yeah, tu kivyake hivyo.
Hey, wow.
Yes.
Amazing. Hebu tupatie hiyo lines tuongeleshe sasa ndo tuonekane tunaweza ishika.
Ngai bobo ejei kuju kapa kedeke.
Wai.
Anasema hivyo.
Nishapotea mahali. Ngai bobo
ejei kuju kapa kedeke.
Ngai bobo ejei kuju kapa. Ejei.
Yes. Ngai bobo ejei kuju paka edeke. Sasa sema in a faster way.
Ngai bobo eje kuju kapaka deke.
Let me try. Nai jobo. Ngai jobo. Pake duku. Nai bobo.
My director anasema kina Nigeria.
So chukua tu emam.
Emam.
Chukua tu emam.
We have gotten that one. Emam.
That's a simple one.
Emam. Amazing. Yes. Wow, that's Teso. It's a beautiful language.
Thank you.
All right, so tell us, what's your story, Kenny Rush?
My story is too long. First, I started as nilikuwa mtoto wa pastor. Then when I grew up, then things did not go well in my family, which ambapo my dad then akafanya vitu vyake ambazo alifanya. I became also a street boy. When I became a street boy for 4.5 years, then kakuwa tu pale nje. Nikasoma mpaka kidogo, masomo yangu haikuwa mzuri. Usishangae na Kiingereza naongea, hiyo ni ya Mungu. God akaniweka hapo. Then after being a street boy, God akanishika kuplay piano.
Wow.
Without nobody teaching me how to play the piano.
Just you and God teaching you?
Exactly.
Wow.
Then from there, I'm cutting short, eh? Then I came to Kakamega. There's another pastor who saw me in Kakamega.
Yeah.
Kaona mtoto akikuwa Nairobi ata succeed. Then maybe atakuwa something because I'm good in piano, in playing piano. So I came to Nairobi, struggling here and there. Hivyo ndio God amenikeep mpaka sasa time ambayo nilianza kurekodi music. I recorded the first song here in Kenya. I was the first guy to sing a Nigerian song.
No wonder tunapata ka Nigerian vibe kwa Edeke.
Yes. So when I produced the Nigerian song, it trended. All the radios played the song.
What song?
Jesus, you are my oh God. I praise you, my Lord. Jesus, you are my oh God. I praise you, my Lord. Jesus, you are my oh God. I praise you, my Lord. Jesus, you are my oh God. I praise you, my Lord.
Wow.
So when the song trended, me myself nilikuwa sijiamini. So I feared to go to the radios,
Spotlight.
the TV, japokuwa nilienda to few radios. So people knew it is a Nigerian ambaye Pastor Chris ndio ameimba hiyo song.
Haya.
So then ikakuja 2009, I think 2009 ndio Nigerian songs zilikuja sa Kenya. Wakati songs zilitoka, then I did the video now of that song with a collab.
Wow.
Now I'm doing the same song I recorded yesterday. The same song in a 7 way.
What does the 7 way mean?
Watu wakujua Lingala wanajua 7 ni nini.
Mimi niko nje.
So I'm recording the same song again in a 7 way.
In a 7 way.
Yes.
So can we get a feel of what that will look like?
Moja tu. Tulia tu. Ikitoka utasikia. Hiyo nimekuibia tu siri. So tafadhali kama unaona finya tu masikio yako hujasikia, ongoja tu song.
Hawezi tufanyia hivyo.
Lakini tu si nimekuimbia ile kitambo.
Tupatie old version, new version umesema tuko hapo.
Yeah, so it went like that. Then I produced Nimeokoka, I think iko hapo YouTube.
Yeah.
But now the struggle ambayo nimekuwa nayo is the media. When you want the music to be played or to be supported, you don't get that chance. Because I think there are those cartels who wakiona kwamba wewe uko na talent, they switch it off.
Really?
Yes, they switch you off. So what I decided as Kenny, what I will do, I'll record my music, put them on my platforms ambazo nimefungua, selling the music and jaza them to YouTube. If you go to my YouTube, every month you'll get a video.
Well, every other month?
Yes, every month there's a video inside. Even next month, you shall shoot video, it's ready.
So financially, you're very much okay?
Because myself, let me say like this. Because I'm doing audio production, my brother does the video. So me and my brother, we decided, there's also any star. By them, mtamualika pia hapa. Anaitwa Bamba KBO.
Okay.
He has also a new, very awesome song size inaitwa Kwaya ya Yesu.
Family of
yes. So
talent,
both of us, we do music. So when we just start with my brother, kama media haitawahi could support, we will shoot our videos, we will do the audios and put the music wapi? Pale kwa YouTube. If one person gets to listen to my song, I am happy.
That's it.
That is it. Asi lazima nikimbia ati nikimbia nitafuta. Hakuna, let me tell you something, hakuna mtu ambaye sijaiongelesha kwa hii country ambaye ni mkubwa. Ama these TVs, ama radio station. But you will not get to blue tick.
Well,
they don't reply you. But in here,
you, I mean.
Thank you so much.
KBC, we
appreciate you.
The national broadcaster, we support talent. So, welcome.
Yeah.
So, but were you saying media cartels? Bado niko tu hapo kidogo.
Yes.
Who are these media cartels? Are they the DJs? Kina?
No, not even the DJs.
Is it?
There are those artists wanajionea kwamba wao ndio kings wa gospel industry.
The gatekeepers.
Yes. So wanajionea kwamba, I know they have even groups.
Okay.
Every tribe in this country, gospel and secular pia, they have groups.
Really?
They have those groups in WhatsApp, which ambapo any artist ambaye akitokea akikuwa mzuri, they discuss about it. Then when they discuss about it, they destroy that huyo msanii.
Wanasema ngoma zake
zisipate and I know them. So let's mention their names.
Okay.
But I know all of them. There's a day I was put in another group, bila wao kujua nimewekwa kwa group. Na pia kuna msanii wangu mwingine aliwekwa kwa group bila wao kujua amewekwa ako ndani ya group. So kuwekwa pale ndani, then I saw how they are discussing. Na unajua mimi nikiingia mahali I just
unatulia chini ya maji.
Kutulia chini ya maji. Okay. So I saw the way they're discussing, wakiona tu msanii wowote hata iwe ni wapi, they switch off that artist.
Hiyo ndio inaitwa kuzima nyota.
Yes, because for them they think like wao ndio wanafaa kuongea. Wao ndio wanafaa kukua.
Au wanafaa kusikiza.
Let me tell you something, I have thousands of artists I've produced. Those artists are very good. But those artists could get that chance ya media, inakuwa ni ngumu sana.
Okay. So how do you think, what needs to be done? Is it YouTube the solution?
I advise them. Go, we have iTunes, we have TuneCore, we have Detro, we have, I advise them, put their music there. Put your music there, sell your music outside. Kuna mtu wa Amerika huko, anataka kusikia muziki yako. Put your music there, get money outside there. Kama Kenya watakusikiza, watakusikiza baadaye sasa utatokea America.
Shafika huko mbele.
Exactly. That's what I advise my artists.
Okay.
I tell them, don't give yourself pressure, don't give yourself stress, walk slowly.
Wow.
Until God amonyea ku light yake ifi.
Ku elevate
Exactly.
Okay, so that's
But kuna wale wamecheza muziki yangu. I don't say that all of them, but kuna TVs ambazo wamecheza muziki zangu.
What about DJs?
DJs, some they've also played.
Okay.
Yes. If I give you my phone, I have all the DJs in this country.
Okay.
Wamejaa.
Na DJ Joka.
DJ Joka I'm sure.
Nitaangalia
hapo. I have about more than 300 DJs in my phone.
Okay. So that should mean your song should be heard everywhere. Kama uko na 300 DJs on your phone.
Exactly.
Okay.
But huwezi pata your chance.
Ngumu.
You're not given that opportunity ya kwamba. So umeona niko na, you have just heard one song. I have a thousand. I've recorded a lot of music.
Kama every month you're removing one song, releasing
now
one
every
song.
day I record.
Wow.
If I get small chance like this, I am in the microphone. Even yesterday I recorded. And even the other day I recorded. The other day I recorded. I record my music every day. If you go to my computer, I have my music. It's already.
Wow. DJ nakanta kusema kitu before it gets to what inspires you to write music. What do you have anything to say on this?
Well, I'm just agreeing with what he's saying, and also I'd like to ask, with what you've said, what is the best way that an artist would go about promoting and marketing?
If in our country, you know, I listened to my brother ambaye ametoka akisema kwamba that we are not tiwasanii hapa Kenya ama fans hapa Kenya they support our artists. That's a lie. They're not. Let me tell you something. Even to get 1,000 subscribers, you struggle a lot. Now, the people are there. But let me tell you something. If an outsider akitoa song saizi, everybody will run to that song.
No,
in this country.
And they'll overplay it.
Exactly. Let me tell you something. There are a lot of thousands of artists ambayo wamekuwa rich because of our own country.
Look at that.
Ukiangalia Diamond, ukiangalia kina
Zuchu, and we have statistics kwa hiyo. But I want to cut you short kidogo, and we'll come back to this because we want to take a short break and then we'll be right back, okay? Stick with us. This is Entertainment Thursday. The conversation continues right after the break.
꽂는 게 예사롭지가 않던데. 스펙이 느껴지더라고.
그냥 막 내다 꽂은 거야.
신부라는 사람이 도대체 이런 루트를 어떻게 하는 걸까?
김혜일 신부 소환할까요?
신원 확인까지 끝냈습니다.
나이씨, 좀 망할 놈의 IT 강국. 잘 생각해봐. 이건 진짜 창피해야 돼.
됐어요. 아니, 조사를 하시려면 좀 똑부러지게 좀 하세요.
Welcome back. That was a brief one because we want to continue with this conversation. Kenny Rush and DJ were talking about the situation in Kenya where artists are not really being supported by Kenyans themselves. And we saw this from our statistics early in the morning with Miss V saying that Zuchu receives the most support from Kenya than even in Tanzania. So that's what you're talking about, Kenny Rush.
Yana unapata wasanii wa nje. They have become rich Nigerians, Rwandanas, or Ugandans, and ukienda Tanzania hapa, they are very, very rich.
Because of Kenyan support.
The skiza, number one. Everything, number one. Playing the music, number one. sisi tutakuwa number 1 siku gani?
So what do you suggest?
I'm suggesting kama ni mimi, I would talk maybe ni general, all the medias and all the fans and everybody. Let's start to love our own. Tupende. Hata kama mtu anaimba voice yake na kama ya chura, support huyo mtu. Support huyo mtu hata kama anaimba aje. Nimeona watu nganga vile naimba. Pastor Nganga huyu. Support vile yako. You see, because he is our own. How will you feel if mtu anaitwa kutoka US analipwa 100 million, then Kenyans anapatiwa 300,000 ama 200? How will you feel? It is very embarrassing.
Okay.
Are you getting?
If we don't have that, if we're supporting any type of music, don't you think everyone will just get into music now because of the money? You know, I will get support at the end of the day, nitapata pesa, not really because you have a passion for it or you're talented.
Let me tell you something. Why do other countries, in fact, Karibu everybody, if you go to Uganda, Karibu everybody, every house, they are singers. In Uganda. Any Tanzania, kila nyumba kuna mwimbaji. Why are they supporting them? And they're not feeling any pain of supporting them at all.
Okay.
Kwa nini sisi tuna feel pain if I'm supporting you to do what you're doing right now? I don't need to feel pain. I am supposed to give you that, dada yangu, endelea kufanya kenye unafanya ili Mungu aweze kukuzaidi, akubariki zaidi ufike level ambayo unataka kufika, because wewe uko na maono ambayo ni kubwa sana. But if you ukididimishwa, when will that come to higher the level ambayo unataka kuwa? Let me give you example. Unafanya KBC hapa. If hapa KBC ukifinyiliwa, uwezi ingia anything kufanya, ama madada zetu wasishike kamera, wasifanye nini, na kuna hiyo passion ya kufanya anything kwa kamera. Then amefinyiliwa, kuna don't touch that camera. When will she grow? Hata kwa hapa naangalia hii kamera, hizi kamera ni kubwa, sijui ndashika sugani.
Na ni hivyo tu. Opportunity.
Hiyo opportunity kuna. But when they are given, then mtu ana realize, kumbe huyu mtu anaweza fanya zaidi ya hapa. Are you getting?
I get your point. Okay.
So you're not supposed to praise anybody. You're supposed to raise somebody. Let me give another example. Look at Americans. Mtoto hata akikuwa akona mwaka moja na wa realize tu anafanya something hivi, dad enda angalia YouTube, angalia every 50 million, 100 million, 100 and something million. But sisi hapa hakuna.
Where
you're doing something good but you're
not getting support.
Yes.
Your story, what is your YouTube channel? Watu wakatafute ngoma saizi supporting our own.
Kenny Rush Music. KENNYRUSH music tu ya kawaida.
Kenny Rush Music. Tunataka kuongeza subscribers right now.
Tukiendelea na tunaangalia na wewe saizi.
Tafadhali.
Kenyans, I just request you give me a hug of subscribing.
Okay.
That is all.
DJ ni kama ana subscribe already.
Mr. DJ.
Hata mimi in fact I subscribed when I was listening to your music earlier on, you know.
Thank you. That's now what we call now support.
That's support.
Imeanza na sisi wenyewe hapa ndani. That means you value what I do.
Yeah.
When you value what I do, you don't feel pain kufinya to your subscribe.
It costs me nothing.
It costs you nothing.
Really? Okay. So DJ, is it the same for e-platform? You know, DJ, you know, DJing and also artists almost go same struggles and whatever. Do you think it's the same struggle?
I guess it's the same. I would say if you don't have access to equipment and interest, many years will pass where you don't grow, because not only don't you have the equipment and not only don't you have the interest, but what I would say is people really don't. Even your peers, they don't like your posts.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't like your posts. You know what you've posted is very great, but people don't like.
Wanaona tu wanapita.
Of course, few will like, but they'll perhaps be strangers. It won't be maybe someone who you know.
Okay, so we need to stop this culture of not supporting our own. We need to start supporting our own, whether they are good or not, they'll get there when they get there.
And let me tell something, Vivian. Let me tell something.
Stephanie, Vivian.
Stephanie, let me tell something, Stephanie.
Yeah.
Kenyans are very good in giving chances. If Kenyans today want you to become somebody,
they will make you.
They only need 5 minutes.
And they will.
like the lady of Kaveve Kazoze. You saw how her life changed.
Instantly.
5 minutes. Yes, Kenyans are very good. So let them give us the chance. Then watujaji huko juu tulikupatia chance, umetuletea nini?
What have you done?
What have you done? We have given you the chance.
Okay. So Kenyans, you have powers, you hold powers, so we can make our artists to be great out here. Sawa. And Kenny Rush, you're also a producer.
Yeah.
Lakini uliniambia off the camera, when producer, but unaonga chini ya maji.
Yes.
Why? Tell us some of the artists that you've produced and the songs.
Let me start the people that have passed in my hands.
Tell us.
First, let me start with the song nimetoka Analog.
Nico Digital.
Yes. I'm the one who produced the song of Smart Joker. Then let me taja the ones ambayo wamepitia kwa mkono yangu before pia wakuwe masters. Jabidi, Ashot Baba, Gloria.
Muliro. Wote wamepitia kwa mkono yangu watu ambayo tumefanya kazi na wao. Na pia kuna wasanii ambayo nimetoa wengi ambayo wako on top saizi. Lakini sasa kenye nilifanya mimi, when I do the production, let the name speak, but let me be nikuwe tu kwa underground. So what that's because nilikuwa naogopa public sana.
Yes.
I think hiyo sikuwa najiamini wakati. But now so sai najiamini.
Uko sawa. You clearly. Nashanga ulikuwa unaogopa nini, and the way you are very vocal. And you don't look like you would be afraid of the media.
Maybe the situation ambayo nilipitia before uko nyuma, ilididimisha hiyo confidence yangu. But when the more I moved forward, then the confidence just came out. Yeah.
So now, are there artists that you're producing?
A lot.
Still the big artists?
A lot.
Okay.
I really work. Let me give you my secret. I always fight to bring my own, not to bring the top.
Come again?
I always fight to bring my own.
To bring your own.
Not to bring the top.
Not to bring the top.
Yes, I think umeelewa your statement. I don't need to fight to go and bring Guardian Angel to come and record in my place. But I need to fight for upcoming to come on top.
To come on top.
Even if I will take 100 years to go stuck in any country, I fight for the upcomings.
Wow.
He likes the challenge of making a superstar.
Sometimes we take time to load. I get you. All right, so that's nice. How is it working with upcoming artists? Kuna watu wanasemanga, producers wanasemanga, upcoming really want to get famous fast, to get to the spotlight very fast. So is it a challenge that you see, or what's the experience?
If being on top ama kujulikana like the way maproducer wengine wamekuwa, believe me, ningekuwa saizi unanijua. Because I am an upcoming producer. I am good in the production, and I've done quality, even mine umesikia. I did it myself. So production wise, mimi sina shida kabisa, na nimefanya pia production for many years. Nimefanya kazi Grandpa Records, kakuwa producer huko. Nimefanya kazi Kidrez, kakuwa huko. So unaona kama nilifanya those top studios before nilifungua yangu, nilikuwa nafanya kwa hizo. That means I was not upcoming producer. That means I'm somewhere. But for me, niliplay low profile. Sikutaka hiyo haya kukimbia, then nifike pale nimeona all my best friends, they come, they run mbio, wanafika huko juu, then wanarudi chini. So it's better to get the challenge when you're growing.
Okay. Yeah. So you working with upcoming artists, musicians, ukiwa support, ukiwa produce, how is it? Wanaharakisha process pia how ama?
My awesome children, because they call me father.
Okay.
My awesome children, they are always listening to every detail or advice I give to them. They are not in that rush ambayo mtu anakimbia mbio mbio. They are not in that. Like right now, we have something that we have organized around all those sites where I'm staying in Kawangware, those sites all. Tumekuna vile tumeshikana, make concerts, different places, and we give the artists the platform to come and minister.
Wow.
So it's not about just you singing na ukwe at ujulikane ndio wewe ukwe mwanamuziki. No. You just go somewhere, bless one person, be happy.
That's it. Wow.
Paka time yenye Mungu atakufikisha penye anataka. You see, you cannot plan for God. God plans for you.
Okay. So unakuwa humble.
Exactly.
Go with the time, pole pole.
Yes.
And for producing, now that you're a gospel artist, as a producer, do you only produce gospel ama unafanyanga pia secular?
I produce good music. Good music. If you come with dirty music, tafadhali, I'll send you to a dirty studio.
Wow. How do you qualify dirty music?
You can. I have a son. Hakuna vile utaniambia ni produce music naambia enda kitandani sijui fanya nini sijui fanya what, and then from there I produce such music. I can't. But if you talk about love, hata Biblia kuna love bado kwa Bible. That one I will produce bora isikue na anything ambayo ni chafu ndani ya song.
So
good music.
Good music on clean content, basically.
Yes.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right. So now your story, let me take you back a little bit. So you touch on Kikimbia, but do you think you as being a street boy, having been a street boy for 4 years,
yes,
how has that played a part in the person that you have become today?
It may play a big part of me because every time I think to give up, every time I feel like nataka to give up, I remember where I come. Nilitoka wapi, nikakuja wapi na nikafika wapi. So ina move na mimi to where I am going. It encourages me to move forward because and hiyo pia imenifanya na encourage bado still other artists who feel like maybe mimi bado yani kuna vitu ni hard, vitu ni tight ama nini hizo vitu yote. So I tell them my story, then wakisikia story yangu mtu anapata tu nguvu.
It encourages.
So hiyo kupitia hiyo imenifanya who I am today.
Wow.
Hiyo hata mimi nasemanga it's better nilipitia. Kama singepitia singekuwa mimi maybe saizi. Maybe ningekuwa hapo nimelewa, nimengangana mabangi whatever vitu mbaya hapo zingekuwa nafanya.
Juliziona zote.
But because of nilipitia hiyo time hiyo shida hiyo, that's what is making me to be a man today.
Wow.
So every time I think I need to do my responsibilities more and more and be focused to my destiny or my dream.
Okay, so it shows that where you're coming from doesn't really dictate what you'll be and who you'll be in future.
Yes.
Okay, and would you say that was your lowest point in life? Looking back and looking,
no, challenges are there. There is nobody kwa hii life, whether you have money, uko rich, ama uko aje, whether we ni president, whether we ni governor, whether we sijui ni nini, bado kuna challenges. If you call today Ruto hapo ukae na yeye uanze kumuuliza maswali atakwambia hii kiti ni kumoto. Hii kiti ni kumoto. So challenges are there. But you have to fight with your challenges to be focused. Hakuna vile utasema kwamba kamera hii imeharibika sasa tufunge station. Haiwezi. Hii ikiharibika tunanunua ingine na bado tunasonga mbele. Ama hizi zingine zafanya kazi na lazima tusonge mbele. So we have to be focused in every challenge that we have. Bitu, dream yangu ni gani? Nikukuwa kitu fulani. Lazima nikuwe kwa hiyo kitu. Never give up.
Okay, never give up.
Never give up.
And what has
we are not losers, in short.
Yes, we are not. I agree.
We are not.
What is your highest point? What has been your best moment, either in life or as a person, being a producer, or just in the music industry?
Having best people around me.
Who are the best people?
My artists. They always make me feel like niko mtoto mdogo.
Yes. So you mostly deal with young artists.
And also I can say my wife pia amekuwa part of me, supporting me in everything I do. Amekuwa hapo when I go combo ananiambia baby pitia hapa. So that is also the best part of life. Then challenges are there. I can't say that this is good, this is bad, this is what. We just focus.
Okay.
But I enjoy my work. I enjoy music. I enjoy producing artists, meeting new people. Like the way we meet nyinyi wote hapa. That is what I love a lot.
Okay.
I love meeting new people.
Very vibrant. Okay. And why music? Ulijuaje you have been called to this? How do you get to know that this is your calling?
Sasa umenirita nikikuwa mtoto.
Tunarudi nyuma kidogo. Okay.
When I was a small kid, I used to kwetu kuna milima nyingi. So I used to take sufuria, besheni, kijiko, alafu napanda kwa mlima juu. Then okay, realized when I'm talking, I sound like a Congolese. When I'm talking, ulimi yangu ilikuwa mzito. So na nilikuwa napenda hii song inaitwa jipe moyo, jipe moyo, jipe moyo utashinda. But I was not singing like that. So nachukua besheni na jerikana na hizo vitu vingine. Jipe moyo, jipe moyo, jipe moyo utashinda. That's how I used to sing.
Oh, wow.
Then babu yangu akaona every time I sing kwa mountains huko juu, akasema huyu mtoto atakuja siku moja kurogwa kwa sababu ya muziki.
I am sorry, you know you have such an interesting story, but no, we are cut short of time and I really want us to continue. Lakini we will get you on your social platforms hopefully.
Yes.
To Kenny Rush Music.
Yes.
Kenny Rush Music. So we'll play your song. Asante Sana, that's your latest
that's
song.
a new song.
Okay,
yes.
So DJ, will you play for us as he sings Tukitoka? Thank you very much for joining us for Good Morning Kenya on behalf of the team. We really appreciate it and enjoy the rest of your viewing. Here is Asante Sana by Kenny Rush.
Oh, asante sana Bwana. Asante sana. Asante sana. Asante sana. Asante sana. Asante sana Bwana. 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 Asante sana. Wema wako Bwana. Asante. Asante sana. Asante sana Bwana. Asante sana. Umekuwa mwema maishani mwangu. Asante sana. Asante sana Bwana. Asante sana Bwana. Asante sana. Umenipenda zaidi Yesu. Asante sana. Asante sana Bwana. Asante sana. Umenipigania vita zangu zote. Asante sana. Asante sana Bwana. Asante sana nawe. Asante. Asante. Asante Yesu. Asante sana Bwana. Asante sana. Oh, asante sana Bwana. Asante sana. Asante Bwana. Asante sana. Asante Bwana. Asante sana. Oh, asante sana Bwana. Asante sana. Wema wako. Asante sana Bwana. Asante sana. Asante sana Bwana. Asante sana. Asante sana Bwana. Asante sana. Wema wako Bwana. Asante. Asante sana. Asante sana Bwana. Asante sana. Umekuwa mwema maishani mwangu. Asante sana. Asante sana Bwana. Asante sana Bwana. Asante sana. Umenipenda zaidi Yesu. Asante.
The Shimanami Kaido is a highway running through some of Japan's most spectacular scenery. It's also a cycling route that attracts cyclists from all over the world. over 300,000 people a year come to cycle the Shimanami Kaido. The 70-kilometer route runs across the Seto Inland Sea, passing over 6 islands as it connects Hiroshima and Ehime prefectures. Most cyclists start their trip from Onomichi in Hiroshima prefecture. An ancient port, today Onomichi provides everything the cycling tourist will need. From hotels to rental cycles and bicycle maintenance shops. We begin by taking the ferry to Mukaishima Island, where the actual cycling route begins. Suitable even for beginners, the Shimanami Kaido mostly follows the coast, with exhilarating views over the sea. It's hard to get lost. As long as you follow the blue lines, you know you're on the route. And located along the way are about 140 cycle oases, places to borrow tools or just take a break. The best part of the route are the 6 bridges between the islands. There are very few places where you can cycle like this, high above the sea. That bridge brought us to Ikuchijima Island. As well as this nostalgic shopping street with its old-style buildings, this island is famous for producing more lemons than anywhere else in Japan. Farmers here use no artificial fertilizers or chemicals, and you can taste the difference. These lemons have a unique fragrance. On Omishima Island, the midpoint of the Shimanami Kaido, is the ancient Oyamazumi Shrine. Its famous camphor tree has been standing